Could the Pittsburgh Steelers actually sign Russell Wilson in the next few days? Well, let's find out in this video. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, all those YouTube things. You don't want to miss it. So another update via Russell Wilson. We know that he landed in Pittsburgh. He had a meeting with the Steelers organization, and a lot of tweets going out there. This was from via Josina Anderson. She's like NFL Network. I'm told Russell Wilson is still at the Steelers facility per source, right? So she's in the know. She's got people with sources there. Russell Wilson could be a possibility that it could be a Steeler, could be a QB. Now, if the Pittsburgh Steelers do go and sign Russell Wilson, I do think that Russell Wilson will be quarterback number one, even if they say there's a competition. Let's say the Steelers, Mike Tomlin, Omar Khan say, you know what? We're going to have a competition. But I feel like that Russell Wilson will end up winning it because you can't put that guy on the bench behind Kenny Pickett. I like Kenny Pickett. I wish him well. I really do. You guys know that. But at the same time, if Russell Wilson is signed to a 1-year, 2-year deal, you start Russell Wilson. That's 100% fact. You have to do that. Now, the reason for this video and why you guys are here and why I'm here talking about it. Josina Anderson has just said this. Heard Russell Wilson had a great meeting in Pittsburgh so far. I was told he sat with the Steelers OC Arthur Smith for hours and that he looked happy. And I was also told that Wilson did his homework, reaching out to some players in advance per source. Now, this next part, I really don't understand. So you guys can probably help me in the comments below, right? Mike Tomlin moves like the G in lasagna. So we'll see how much carryover there is after Russell Wilson retreats to his quarters. Now, let's break this down a little minute, okay? Russell Wilson has met with the Steelers organization, big-time quarterback, Super Bowl champion, all that kind of stuff. He's there. He's in the building, and the Steelers are doing their work and trying to get better quarterback play, okay? Let's think about that. Now, we have here Russell Wilson had a great meeting in Pittsburgh so far. I was told he sat with Steelers OC Arthur Smith for hours. That's a good sign. Also, that he looked happy. Another good sign. If Russ is happy, the Steelers are happy, this could be a big thing where actually in the next few, maybe days, hours, I don't know, minutes, that Russell Wilson could sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I'll tell you one thing. Steeler Nation, I think, will go absolutely insane, right? It might take a few days to get used to. Some people won't like the signing. Some will say we should have got someone else, Fields or whoever, or stick with Kenny Pickett, or even go and get Mason Rudolph. Now, also not, ruling out that Mason Rudolph could sign as a backup. You know what I'm saying? He could be a backup. But Steeler Nation, if this happened, this could break the internet. It could be like, oh my goodness, Russell Wilson's coming to Pittsburgh, 2-year deal. Do we have a chance to finally, knock one off and win playoff games and get over that hump that is, 7 years without a playoff win via Mike Tomlin and five losses in a row without winning a playoff game. So it could be a possibility. So Russell Wilson, he looks happy. He's keen to be there. And they've been talking for hours. That's a really good sign. Also, here's here that Josina Anderson says here, I was told that Wilson did his homework, reaching out to players in advance. Now, we don't know what players. You can speculate. Is it receivers, offensive linemen, running backs, tight ends? Did Wilson reach out to Kenny Pickett? I don't know. But if Wilson's doing his homework and talking to Pickens or talking to Deontay or talking to the O-line, that's also a good idea or barometer where maybe Wilson's really keen to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. We know with Denver how it all worked out. It didn't work out with Wilson and Peyton, and they're getting rid of him, taking most of his cap. He's getting a lot of money in 2024, like $36 million or $37. So Wilson can pick up a veteran contract or a vet minimum QB contract and see what happens for this team and restart his career as a Steeler and hopefully finish on a good note. So, well, I'm just thinking, right? Russell Wilson had a good meeting so far. Hours on end talking. He looked happy. Wilson did his homework, reaching out to players in advance. The next step, Steeler Nation, is for us to sit back and wait till tomorrow or the next day. And then the Pittsburgh Steelers have signed Russell Wilson to a 2-year deal. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this. It's leading up towards that Wilson's going to be a Steeler. That's what it feels like. He's in the building. He's talking to the staff, to the coaches. And they also now, too, if they sign Wilson, they won't need to use their draft pick, so they can go and draft a center at 20. They can maybe possibly move up or go and get a right tackle. They can fix the D line, all that kind of stuff. Go and draft a cornerback or get some vet cornerbacks too, because they release Peterson, also release some guys to get some money into the cap. So it's kind of exciting. Not happened yet, but it's a little bit exciting thinking that the Steelers could get a high quality player in Wilson far into his career. What are you, 36 years old, 37 years old, maybe for the next 2 years, to provide a spark for Steeler Nation to get really fired up and use the defense, run game, play action. Wilson to Pickens to the end zone, TD 7-0. It could be a big possibility that he's in Pittsburgh. The signing comes in the next few days.